All right, everybody, welcome to another week of 12 weeks to home ownership. I hope you all are getting some amazing information. I have my girl Anna here, who is from Landis, and this program is really a rent-to-own program. And people have asked me about rent-to-own program. You may have seen signs in yards and along highways a long time ago. But they run a little bit differently now. So this is why Anna is here to share that information with you. I am a preferred vendor with Landis, so I am able to help you through this process if this is something that you're interested in. So thank you, Anna, for coming out and being here this afternoon. Can you share with everybody what is Landis and a little bit about how the program works?
All right, so like you mentioned, Landis is a rent-to-own home ownership program. And I know a lot of people may get a little bit uneasy when they hear rent-to-own just because of some stigmas from in the past with it, but we've really flipped it and put it on its head to make it really beneficial for our clients. So it's for people that may not qualify for your traditional mortgage, whether it's due to credit or income, anything like that. We allow them to get into a home today, and they ultimately will buy it back from us in the future. We provide financial coaching along the way to make sure that they do become mortgage ready. And over 80% of our clients that enter the program with us do successfully go on to buy the home back from us at the end of it.
That is awesome. So how does the application process work? Like, do I need a minimum credit score? Do I need a minimum income requirement? Do I, if I don't have all the savings, like what is it that Landis is like really looking for in the application process?
Yeah, so first of all, it's free to apply, so there's really no risk, and there's no hard credit check either, so it won't hurt anyone's credit score. But things we look for are very basic, so as little as a 550 credit score. Income requirements can kind of vary based on the region you're looking at, but generally our clients make anywhere between $55,000 to $150,000 combined annual household income. We look at debt to income ratio, of course, that boring type of stuff. Try to keep that below 45%. But then we also look for no current delinquencies on credit and no current delinquent federal or state dets. So pretty simple requirements there.
Okay, so my student loans have to be
current.
Okay.
Yes, they gotta be current. Yeah, the deferment is ending at the end of the new year, so
yeah,
make sure you're current, making your payments on that.
Okay, and so as far as like, I know you said a 550 credit score, minimum income requirement varies by area. Landis is not in Washington, D.C.
Right.
Okay, so just make that clear, and it's because of the cost of the cost of the homes that are in Washington, D.C. But there are areas in Maryland, in the state of Maryland, that you can purchase and be a part of Landis. So what are those areas, or what's that that household price that we're looking at to be able to really qualify for the Landis program in Maryland?
Yes, we do a lot of business in Maryland. We have the greater Baltimore area where we do a lot of business, and then also we're growing in the greater Washington area, some more like PG County, Montgomery County, those areas. We can work with homes up to $500,000 in value, so that's kind of why DC right now we're not in. But we want to make sure our clients, are in a good position at the end of the process as well, and that the home will continue appreciating and whatnot. But outside of Maryland too, we are in 12 states total. As well. Okay,
and that's great because I actually have partners in every single state in the United States. Wow. So even if there's, you want to purchase or you know someone who may be able to benefit from the Landis program and they aren't in the Washington, D.C. metro area, I am still able to kind of vet a realtor for them in the other areas that Landis is in as a preferred realtor to actually get you a part of the program as well. So you said 80% of the people actually end up purchasing the home back from Landis. So how does that work? Like, how do I end up saving for the down payment? Do I have to have a minimum amount of money? I know you said there's a minimum credit score, but is there a minimum in my savings account that you all are looking for? And how does it really work with, like, how am I buying back a home from you guys?
So once the client is approved with the Landis program, we give them a set budget. Now, really what we ask for from the client up front is an initial deposit of 2 to 3% of their approval amount. So let's say a client's approved for $300,000 on a home. That initial deposit would be anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000. And what that is for is it ultimately will go towards the down payment of the home when they buy it back from us. In the meantime, we just kind of hold it in that down payment savings fund for them. But during the rental process, they'll pay fair market rent to us, and then also a small portion above that will go towards further building up that down payment savings fund, so that ultimately when they go to buy the home back from us, they have enough money put together for the down payment and to cover any closing costs. But in terms of the financial coaching piece, as they start renting, they'll be assigned a client success coach, and that person's going to be in touch with them at least once every single month to touch base on their credit score, on any accounts that may need to be paid down a little bit. We do a full financial checkup essentially every single month, and that's really what makes over 80% of our clients successful in buying the home back from us.
Okay, so that's really good to know. So I do have to have some cash in the game to be a part of the Landis program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
And that cash is determined by the price of the home that I want to purchase.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So small investment up front, but it really does lead to those higher success rates. I mean, home ownership is tough, but we're here to help you through it. So that's why we do ask for a little bit up front.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it goes towards your down payment. So it's not like you are just paying that money to be a part of the program. You're paying that money to go towards the down payment, which is what you're going to need at the end anyway.
Right. It's still going to be your money at the end of the day.
Okay. And so when we buy the home back from Landis, how does that work? Do I still need to, do you all have a lender that you put me with, or do I have to have a lender? Can I still be a part of down payment assistance programs if those are available to me? So how does that process work after I'm in the home? I'm super excited, got my cash offer, we're good to go.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to buy it back.
Yeah, so the great thing is we don't force you to use any particular lender. You can use whatever lender you would like. So, I mean, if you need options, you can talk to your agent like Tamara here. She'll let you know who you can use. We can also recommend lenders as well, give you a lot of flexibility. And along with that, too, you can use any types of grants that you might qualify for. If you're a first-time home buyer, feel free to apply for those types of grants and use them as well.
That's great, because then you may not need all that money up front that you were saving in the process as well.
And you would definitely get that back.
Yeah. All right. So interest rates right now, they are not high. They are normal. That's my take on it. They're normal. They're more normal. We were living in an abnormal world the previous 2 years, but interest rates are higher than what some people are used to. So how does that take into account with Landis? Like, why would I want to buy a home right now for rent to own when I don't know what the market's going to be, and when it's ready, when it's time for me to buy it back?
Yeah. So this is still the best time to buy a home. I mean, regarding rates, my philosophy, and the best philosophy I think, is you can always refinance and change that rate, but you can't always change the value of the home, right? So home values are continuing to increase. When you get into a home with Landis, you're locked in at a predetermined buyback price. So rather than sitting on the sidelines and watching the home prices continue to go up, you're already going to be sitting nice in your house. You already know what your future buyback price is going to be. You don't have to worry about that piece. So with rates, you really don't need to worry about the interest rate until you do ultimately buy the home back from us. So this really is the perfect time for rent to own, because by the time you do buy the home within 1 to 2 years, rates very well could go back down to a lower rate. I would consider a little more normal rate. Yeah.
And so when I'm buying it back, do I have to buy it back at a certain time? What if I'm ready and if I hit the lotto and or something, and I'm ready to buy the home back in 3 months? Is there a certain time period for me to buy it back?
Yeah, you can buy the home as soon as you are ready. Typically, our clients will sign up for either a 12 or a 24-month rental period, but as soon as you're ready, you can buy it. We're not going to force you to stay and pay us rent longer than is necessary.
All right, sounds good. So how can I apply if I wanted to move forward with Landis? Like you said, it's free to apply. It's not, cost me anything. It's not doing a hard credit check. It's not, a hard inquiry on my credit. So how do I actually apply?
Yeah, so we'll have a link below this video here with Tamara's link, so you can work with her exclusively moving forward. That's probably going to be your best way to apply. If you have just general questions, we have a whole customer service team that's available 7 days a week. If you call, it's 800-880-0201. If you have any general questions and want some more information, give us a call.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Anna, for giving us information about Landis. It's a great program for those who qualify for the program. I always tell people, if the program works for you, then work the program, right? Yeah. And if you don't need it and you're ready to just go for it with home purchasing, then of course we can go that route as well. But at least you're able to see what your options are so that you can make a decision to see what's best for you and your family. So I hope you were able to get some great information today. Thank you for tuning in to 12 Weeks of Home Ownership, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you, Anna.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.